And your first place middleweight summer shredding classic winner, Cougar. Make some noise for these guys.
Back double bicep.
Cougar.
You don't give a damn about what I do. You think you're the coolest. Who would ever wanna be like you? You left my heart in pain. Yeah, you don't have to admit it now. You want me to stay, but I can barely use it now. You left my heart in pain. Drowning in the sea. You left my heart in pain. Yeah, you don't have to admit it now. You want me to stay, but I can barely use it now. You left my heart in pain. You want me to stay, but I can barely use it now. You left my heart in pain.
Alright, you guys, so we are on our way to the gym. I didn't really have a lot of time to eat breakfast because I've had a really busy morning, so I'm just gonna eat some fruit because I digest really quickly. It's not gonna bloat me, it's not gonna make me feel like I'm digesting food while I'm working out. And this is literally all I'm gonna have. I'm not gonna have any protein with it, nada. Normally I do. Normally I'll eat like eggs and oats or something, chicken and waffles. But yeah, I just want something quick. I got little hairs on your strawberry. We are gonna go get after this pull workout. Alright, you guys, that opening segment you saw in this video was 2018 Summer Shredding when I won the overall, which was a damn good time. That was a blast. I figured I'd use this training segment to really let you guys know what's been on my mind in terms of competition, training, that particular show, and just everything else in between. And as the date is pretty much approaching, it's crazy to think that was 1 year ago, pretty much right around this time, because Summer Shredding's are on the block. I think it's literally next week. I have to double check the dates, but it's very soon because today's actually the 16th when I'm editing this. But yeah, it's right around the corner, and as the date approaches, I'm like, man, I gotta be honest, I wish I was competing. I know, crazy, right? I pulled out of this prep simply because of the fact that my opponent, Raymond, who initially gave me the call out to compete against him, you know, let me know that he was injured. You know, he got injured during his training. He hurt his knee. I don't know how he did it. I think he told me it wasn't during training, but nonetheless, he hurt his knee and he couldn't continue to diet, you know, in that injured state, which is perfectly understandable. But to my fault, I wish that I had begun the prep not to entertain the challenge against another person, but simply because of the fact that I wanted to do it. And initially I was like, no, I'm just gonna take, 2019 off, but it would have been really cool to defend my overall, my title, the first person to win it at the first showing Summer Shredding ever had, and then to come back and, defend the title. That would have been cool. I mean, you never know what's gonna happen, you never know who's gonna show up, but it still would have been cool to make that attempt and see if I could retain that title. But what's done is done. I'm not gonna really dwell on it. I'm really happy with the physique I did bring last year. As you guys know, if you've been following me, I did get injured not too long ago doing mixed martial arts. I pretty badly, severely, is that even a word? Pretty badly, severely, injured my right delt, more like my right rear delt, and my left knee. I believe it was my LCL, but nothing that needed surgery, just pretty much recovery, time, and rest. And as you can see, I'm back. I'm 100%. Training again, recomping, putting on all that muscle, all the muscle that I did have previously, which allowed me to win Summer Shredding. But I'm going to blow that physique out of the water. Like, I'm gonna fucking smoke that physique, and I am going to come back in the 2020 Summer Shredding, and I'm gonna dominate shit. I'm gonna come back better than ever. I just love improvement, guys, and I hope a lot of you guys are striving for the same thing, even if it's not bodybuilding, whatever it is. Look at your previous self and beat that, like best that. But yeah, I'm back enjoying training, doing minimal MMA work. Pretty much, I'll just hit the bag. I'll do some shadow boxing. I'll go to a few classes, but I don't want to run the risk of getting injured again. I mean, that really sucked to be out for an extended period of time, and I'm not gonna lie, it was depressing. The first day that I got injured, I am dead serious. I was crawling around my apartment on my knees for like 3 days. It was that bad. I couldn't even stand up. It sucked. It really sucked. Now I couldn't. Somebody who's been training their entire life, and when you've been doing something for so long and you're so passionate about it, it becomes your identity. And then when you lose that, it's almost like you lose your identity. You lose a big part of who you are. So it really was depressing for a while, and it was almost like I felt cornered, mentally. But I'm out of that, and I'm looking at nothing but the positive, and that's enjoying life, having cheat days, and interacting with you guys. It's, for me, I've always been somebody that needs this hyper-focused immediate goal, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm still like that, but it is good to still have that, hyper-focused mentality, but in different areas. For me, I mean, because I fell in love with bodybuilding a long time ago, it was always, you know, reaching this savagely, incredibly lean physique, crazy shredded, and that was the only thing that really appealed to me. And of course, you need to take, you know, time away from dieting just for your health, but it can become extremely obsessive, and I've been victim to that, and I pretty much am still victim to that. You know, proof is the fact that summer shredding 2019 is approaching, and without even like purposely trying to think about it, the damn show has been on my mind. I'm just thinking, I'm like, you know, who's gonna show up? What's their physique gonna look like? How lean are they gonna be? Could I have beaten them? You know, it really makes the wheels turn. But yeah, I'm not in a bad place. You know, I will come back next year, and it's gonna be a good time. So we are done training. I've got some rice cakes, some 2 scoops of whey protein. You guys, the chocolate rice cakes for me are easily the best ones. Especially when you put honey on them. That is good, but this is even better. You motherfucker. Damn, that is good. I brought Greek yogurt with me, which I kept in my my lunch bag, obviously with like ice and stuff so it stays cold, but no spoon. No spoon. For tonight, I'm gonna eat some turkey tenderloin with some red skinned potatoes. It'll be good. Oh man, the taste of the coffee protein on top of this rice cake to wash it down is so good. I usually don't eat out because I do enough of that stuff on a cheat day. I like to pretty much keep everything within my means, keep my macros under control, know what I'm taking in. Usually when I know exactly what I'm taking in, my performance in the gym is so much better. You guys should be doing the same thing too, you know? You can still do cheat days, cheat meals, free meals, whatever you want to call them, but try and track the majority of what you're taking in. And it doesn't even have to be macro for macro. Just track your calories, track your protein, and then hit your calories in terms of carbohydrate and fat. Who cares where each one of them falls, you know? Be consistent, and keep track of as many variables as possible without overcomplicating it. Biggest goal for me during this lean gaining phase is to just really bring up my back. I want to overall bring everything up, but I want my, like, especially like the trapezius and mid back, I want a lot more thickness and a lot more density there. So I'm going hard on these pull workouts. So that basically was 2 scoops of whey, 7 rice cakes, a little bit of honey with it. Again, I can't eat my Greek yogurt because I have no spoon. I am also still an affiliate with Alphalete, so if you guys do want to pick up any of their stuff for both guys and girls, you guys usually see what I wear in terms of their joggers, their stringers, their cutoffs, all their shirts, scoop necks. The link is going to be in the description below. And also for you ladies, they've got leggings, all sorts of stuff. Using my link supports me. Appreciate it. So we just got out of Publix. Got myself the ultimate sub. Not the ultimate sub, but that's what it's actually called, the ultimate. It's my favorite. And it's good. It's good, it's convenient, it's high in protein, very diet friendly. Unless you're on poverty macros, which hopefully you're not. A lot of you guys always ask me what supplements do I use. Here's one of the ones that I do use by Ghost. It's called Size. It's a creatine-based supplement, but there's other stuff in it. I really like this one. It's got beta-alanine, estrogen, betaine, creatine monohydrate, and also creatine hydrochloride. I'm not sure how I feel about the hydrochloride, but I do believe in creatine monohydrate. And I do like the energy that this overall gives me, so I do recommend it if you do want to pick it up. It's good stuff. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't have a link. I'm just telling you what I use. You can pick whatever you want in terms of toppings for the ultimate. Get the boar's head. I get spinach. Even though I don't think they gave me boar's head this time. I usually get spinach, lettuce, tomatoes, black olives, and honey mustard. I don't go too crazy, even though that did sound like it was a lot of toppings. You guys hate olives or no? I like them. I also get like the 5-grain bread. It has like these little seeds on it and stuff. It's really good. You can just get white bread or wheat bread if you like. Although you do feel like the seeds like cut the roof of your mouth a little bit. By the way, guys, are you guys fans of Japanese anime like I am? I haven't been watching a lot of it as of late, but the one anime I have been keeping up with is Attack on Titan. Season 3 is currently being released. I think it's almost over. Like the cool battle scenes between basically like the Survey Corps and the Scouts, basically humanity, just took place against them versus the Titans, which was crazy. For those of you that watch Attack on Titan, you guys know what I'm talking about. It was epic. Epic. It was epic. Okay guys, we are back home. Check it out. This is gonna be the final meal of the day. We got some brown rice, some red skin potatoes, and some turkey tenderloin with a little bit of barbecue sauce. And normally I'll sit here and eat this while I work, while I answer clients, edit. Well, not editing, because when I'm editing I like to be zoned in, but I'll eat a little bit and then I'll do some client work, eat a little bit more, do some client work. But yeah, training has felt so good. Like, my strength is just coming back so fast, and I'm very confident I'm gonna blow by all my previous PRs. With the way I'm progressing now, with the way I'm feeling, with the way I'm recovering. I know you guys like the cheat days, and they're fun, but make sure your nutrition is on point pretty much most of the week, at least 5 days out of the week. If you wanna fuck off for 2 days and eat whatever, that's fine. 1 day, even better. But more or less, try to keep everything on point. That's how you're gonna change your body composition. That's how you're gonna get better recovery, more consistent weigh-ins. You're gonna have less fluctuations that way. Like I've even said before, you guys don't have to, track every macro down to the gram. Just track your protein, make sure you get adequate protein, and then make sure you hit a reasonable amount of calories that you need as an individual to recover, to get that progressive overload in the gym. And you'll be completely fine. After that, it's just patience. I made this stuff, turkey tenderloin, in the crock pot. I freaking love that thing. It makes life so easy. Now, if you're anything like me, and you really don't like cooking, I'm not the biggest fan of cooking. I'll openly admit that. Use a crock pot, man. Like even baking kind of sucks too, because it does. You have to like cut stuff and prep it and put it in the oven and put it on a certain amount of degrees. There's a process there, right? With a crock pot, like you could literally take your entire macros for the day, put it in that thing and be done with it. Literally be done with it, or at least the majority. I don't want to say the entirety of it, because maybe that would work for somebody perfectly who was fasting. So if you're somebody who does like intermittent fasting, which I have a few of you guys doing, you could literally take your entire macros for the day, put it in the crock pot, whatever carbs, protein sources, and add your fat sources after if you want, or even add them in there while it's cooking. I'd probably add them after, and then be done with it. just be done with it, you know? It makes your life so easy, and then you can be more productive because the prep time is just completely done, you know? So I highly recommend, I wish I used a crock pot years ago. I was always like, I'd look at that and I'd be like, I'm not gonna buy that bowl. I'm not gonna use that, but it does make your life much easier. It's tender. It is freaking anabolic. Huge shout out to my client Steven. Steven came to me last year wanting to compete in natural bodybuilding, and it's funny because usually when people tell me they want to compete in natural bodybuilding, I usually don't take most of them serious because of the level of dedication and work that goes into it, but he has executed from day one, all the way from focusing on the gaining phase straight through to dieting down. So huge shout out to him. Same goes for my client Vito. Vito is an absolute beast. He originally was working with me for a short amount of time, but then really dedicated to wanting to take it to the next level, and he's also going to be competing. They're both going to be competing at the Max Hype Supernatural in a few weeks from now, and they're both extremely close in terms of being ready. The only downfall to this is whenever these guys check in weekly and I see their photos, I'm like, damn, I think I'm gonna start dieting. So yeah, super proud of those guys. As you can see, they look amazing. They have been grinding, they have been accurate with their numbers, with their cardio, with the entire protocol, and they look freaking amazing. So, huge shout out to them. I've seen that stuff motivates me. Like when I see my clients kicking ass, I'm like, bro, man, especially like Vito, he's peeled. That makes me want to diet. All right, we are not done yet. I've still got 200 grams of grapes. And these two guys from earlier that I didn't finish because I didn't have a spoon. I gotta get these calories in, man. I am trying to grow. I will say, Walmart has had better grapes than this before. It's kind of bitter. They're usually like sweet and ripe. These ones are suspect. Yo, grapes are so good. Grapes are a good diet food too. They have a lot of volume. If you guys saw some of my old videos, my favorite thing to put grapes in is oats. Like plain quick oats. The taste when you have grapes and oats is next level. It is so good. Because you have the texture of the oats. And then you have the grapes in there that add that crunch and that sweetness. The marriage of the two together is crazy. It's just it's like synergistic. Yo, I can't wait till I can barbell row like 275. I'm like overhead press like 185 for like 8 to 10. Crazy. I'm gonna get it. There's just so much growth my physique will get from compound movements like that. Being able to do them for volume with good technique. Oh yeah. If you guys know me, I've always been really big on strict technique when it comes to any exercise. It's so important, you know? Which is the reason, like, I could lift more than I'm lifting, than you guys usually see me lift. But I don't like it when form breaks down and there's so much body language within the movement, you know, that you're not really getting the proper muscle activation. What's impressive to me is when you have good technique, but you can still move reasonably good or respectable weight. That shit's impressive, not crap form squatting or freaking cat back deadlifting, removing a bunch of weight. Like that's not impressive to me, you know? Do it with strict form and move some serious weight. That shit's impressive. You don't see that often, you know? At least I don't. I don't really see it anywhere. There's very few people who can do that, you know? And I'm not saying I'm one of them, you know? Like, I think I can move decent weight. I should be able to move a lot more. And I'm going to be able to, but try to always make sure my technique never really falters too much. And I understand if you're getting later into a set or you're really deep into a training block, you're carrying a lot of fatigue, form will break down. You know, it depends on what your goal is and how close you've planned to go to failure. Because when you go to failure, it should be planned. But yeah, that technique should always be on point. It should always be on point. And also just to prevent injury too, you know? Like I think my best ever set of 5 on the bench press was like 255 or 260. I could have really grinded out maybe 275 if I just kind of bounced it off my chest, and you know, but I want good technique. Come down, slight pause, boom, press that thing right back up. Same with the overhead press. Come down to a pause in the chest, boom, lock it out. You gotta have good technique, you know? But your boy's coming. Your boy's making lean gains. and I'm gonna showcase a crazy physique next time you guys see me peeled. Understand that. That is it for the video, you guys. Thank you for joining. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching my normal day of eating, my normal full day of eating, how I eat as a bodybuilder, you know, the more clean diet outside of a cheat day. Make sure you guys like the video, drop a comment below, subscribe if you're new here, if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
You tell me to grow up, but I never show up. Always